In our daily conversations, we often toss around the term narcissist to describe people. But do we have a clear understanding of what a narcissist truly is? In this video, you will learn some common traits of a narcissistic individual. According to the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, there are 9 clinically significant traits and characteristics that can be used to diagnose a narcissistic individual, and they go far beyond a big ego and self-confidence. Number 1, has grandiose sense of self-importance. A grandiose sense of self-importance means someone thinks they are really awesome and more important than everyone else. People with this trait often brag about themselves, exaggerate their achievements, and expect special treatment and praise from others. In everyday life, you might meet folks like this who always want attention, act like they know everything, or ignore the rules. Talking to them can be tricky because they always talk about themselves and want to be the center of things. Number 2, preoccupied with fantasies of success, power, brilliance, beauty, or perfect love. We all fantasize about all of these things. That's human nature. But a narcissistic individual take it to a whole nother level. They spend all their time daydreaming about being super successful, powerful, really smart, incredibly attractive, or having a perfect love life. They might often imagine themselves as the hero or star of their own story, where everything is amazing and perfect. In reality, there is no evidence to show that they're capable of achieving any of it. Number 3, believes that they are special and can only be understood by or should only associate with other special people. A narcissistic person might think they're extremely unique and that only other unique or special people can truly understand them or be their friends. They believe they're different from everyone else and should only hang out with equally special individuals. This belief can make it challenging for them to form genuine and healthy connections with others. This type of person will always want to only speak with people in high places, or they might brag about knowing people or having close relationships with people in high places. You know the person who says things like, "I go way back with the owner of this company. She'll know who I am." Are you enjoying this video? If you are, then we'd really appreciate your support to help us grow by hitting the subscribe button and liking this video. It helps us get our content out to more people. Thanks. Let's keep going. Number 4, requires excessive admiration. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Sounds familiar, right? Snow White's stepmother is a classic example of a fictional character with a narcissistic personality. She wasn't satisfied with just being beautiful. She wanted to be told that she is the most beautiful of all. This aspect of narcissistic personalities is a desire for constant admiration when it comes to their looks, achievements, skills, or mere existence. Chances are you've come across someone like this in real life, who says things like, "Don't you think this dress makes me even more beautiful?" Number 5, has a sense of entitlement, such as an unreasonable expectation of favorable treatment or compliance with his or her expectations. When someone has a sense of entitlement, it means they believe they deserve special treatment or that others should meet their expectations without good reason. It's like they think the world owes them something. This sense of entitlement can manifest in different ways, like expecting constant admiration from everyone around them, expecting loyalty in every circumstance, and expecting others to do things without question or disagreement. What's more, they do not like to be criticized because it challenges their sense of entitlement. They might become defensive, dismissive, or even hostile when their behavior or achievements are questioned because they believe they're above reproach. Number 6 is exploitative and takes advantage of others to achieve their own ends. This is another key feature of a narcissistic person. They are willing to use and manipulate others to meet their own personal goals, desires, and ambitions, even if it means disregarding the feelings, rights, and boundaries of others. They are master manipulators. They can charm, deceive, or guilt trip others into doing what they want. The manipulation can range from subtle tactics to overt emotional blackmail. To a narcissistic person, their needs, interests come before anything else. So to get what they want, they'll exploit both personal and professional relationships. They also don't have much respect for the boundaries of others, and they'll cross them without any hesitation. Because of this, they won't think twice about invading someone's privacy, playing with another person's emotions, or using things without the other person's consent. Number 7. Lacks empathy and is unwilling to identify with the needs of others. As human beings, we have emotional intelligence, which means we have the ability to perceive, express, and regulate emotions. With it comes our ability to empathize. However, narcissists lack emotional awareness to be able to empathize with others. It isn't because they don't care about someone else's feelings, rather because they are unaware. They might overlook or downplay others' feelings, dismissing them as unimportant or irrelevant. Their self-centeredness perspective makes them care only about their own needs, desires, and well-being. This makes it challenging for them to genuinely understand or prioritize the feelings of others. Because of this, they may have difficulty forming deep emotional connections with others. Their emotional engagement tends to be shallow and often driven by what others can give them rather than a genuine concern for someone else's well-being. Number 8. Is often envious of others or believes that others are envious of them. Envy and jealousy are a part of human nature. This is not unique to narcissistic individuals. Like all of us, a narcissistic person will have feelings of envy towards other people, especially those they perceive as competition or those who have great success and recognition. So they might find it challenging to be genuinely happy for someone or celebrate another person's success because it makes them feel inadequate. Unlike many of us, a narcissistic person tends to have an inflated sense of self-worth and believes they are superior. Because of this belief, they assume that others are jealous and envious of them. This goes back to their sense of entitlement and grandiosity. Number 9. Shows arrogant, haughty behaviors and attitudes. This is one of the first noticeable traits in a narcissist. This trait is often evident in their actions. Their behavior may come across as condescending or dismissive of others. They often belittle or demean those they perceive as inferior, and they might not take others' opinions or feelings into consideration. Due to their need for admiration, they look for situations where they can be the center of attention and receive praise. When they're not praised, even when praise was not warranted, they often get frustrated and angry. It's important to note that narcissism exists on a spectrum, with some individuals showing more extreme traits than others. Just because someone has some narcissistic traits does not mean they have narcissistic personality disorder. According to the DSM, in order for someone to be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder or NPD, they must exhibit at least 5 of the 9 traits we talked about in this video. Keep in mind, diagnosing someone with NPD should be done by a qualified mental health professional after thorough evaluation, including interviews, psychological assessments, and a review of their history and symptoms. So if the reason why you clicked on this video and watched it in the first place is to find out if you are a narcissist, chances are you're not. Sure, some of these traits might resonate with you, but if you are truly a narcissist, you wouldn't be watching this video because you wouldn't care if you are a narcissist or not. So we hope you found this video helpful and we helped to clear up some fears or concerns you had. As always, spread loving kindness to all beings around you and be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.